We've come across pivotal information which indicates that the Federal Reserve is on track to adopt XRP on a global scale under the ISO 4217 standard. Mark your calendars. The projection is set for December 31st, 2023, as the kickoff date for its implementation in the United States. This isn't just hearsay. It's outlined in an official document, which, thanks to the diligence of a dedicated independent researcher, I have in my possession. While the mainstream buzz might be hushed, make no mistake, monumental moves are being orchestrated backstage. Ripple's alignment with the US for CBDCs, concurrent strides by the SEC and Congress to tackle SDR, special drawing rights liquidity issues, and the activation of XRP by Japan's banking titans for cross-border payments are all converging. Furthermore, whispers of XRP's valuation potentially skyrocketing to a staggering $10,000 per unit signal we're on the cusp of a seismic financial transformation. But hold on, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Today's session is brimming with hot-off-the-press updates that we'll be dissecting, with all the evidence laid out right before your eyes. Hey there, Moneyside family, your trusted source for all things XRP. Before we dive headfirst into these revelations, do me a solid smash that like button, hit subscribe, and toggle on notifications to join our community. And hey, we're rolling out an epic XRP giveaway. It's easy to throw your hat in the ring with just 3 simple steps. So make sure you do all that. Drop a hashtag Moneyside in the comments to secure your spot. In the upcoming moments, I'm going to unpack the reasons why financial institutions are banking on XRP's price to hit those unprecedented highs, all linking back to the inevitable shift that the Federal Reserve is on the cusp of embracing XRP in a big way. Let's dive right into the meat of today's discussion. Punch into Google, or better yet, use what seems to be known as Google Bard, and ask, what is the world's bridge currency? You'll be met with a resounding answer, XRP. But it's not just the name, it's the ISO code that's the real game changer here. XRP lands the ISO 4217 designation, a unique identifier that elevates it beyond just another digital asset. Let's unpack this further. Glide over to the second image. When you look up Federal Reserve ISO 4217 currency, the dots start connecting themselves. According to the ISO 4217 standard, every international currency is branded with a 3-letter code. This is huge. It effectively solidifies XRP as an international currency, set to weave through every other currency listed under the ISO standard, be it the euro, pound sterling, US dollar, yen, and beyond. But where things truly get interesting is when you seek confirmation from the horse's mouth. In pursuit of undeniable proof, I navigated to the Federal Reserve's own resources, and thanks to our researchers' tenacity, they've provided a screenshot that's the last piece of this complex puzzle. Prepare to have your mind blown as this information consolidates the narrative, wrapping all the threads neatly into one conclusive package. Navigating the complex currents of digital finance, we've landed on a discovery straight from the Federal Reserve's own digital doorstep. The site lays it out in no uncertain terms. Every currency from the USD to the yen is designated by an ISO 4217 3-letter code. And which crypto token also shares this classification? XRP, unmistakably highlighted within the same category. There it stands, right in our virtual field of view. The unmistakable evidence. We're not just talking hearsay. We're talking about the Federal Reserve's emblem, a beacon of authority, with the website's content freshly updated as of October 24th, 2023. This update comes intriguingly one day after the Ripple lawsuit was shelved by the US, and the green light was emphatically switched on by the US Congress for financial entities to leverage XRP in their transactions. This sequence of events isn't random. It's a meticulously written script of financial evolution, and it's playing out right before our eyes. And so, when the conversation turns to XRP potentially hitting the $10,000 mark, it's no longer a speculative leap, but a discussion grounded in the sheer volume of global transactions poised to pass through the XRP ledger. If we're talking about facilitating quadrillions, then a $10,000 XRP doesn't just seem possible. It seems, comparatively, like a bargain. Now, if we zoom out to the bigger picture, it's not just about partnerships Ripple is forging. It's about concrete confidence from financial platforms, such as Uphold, which doesn't just dabble in XRP. It owns a colossal stake of over 1 billion XRP. To be precise, Uphold's holdings aren't just impressive in quantity, but also in value. Over $1.28 billion worth of XRP, which towers over its investments in other cryptocurrencies by a staggering 740%. 10%. Why such a massive bet on XRP? Because the banks aren't just looking for any digital token. They need one that is poised to hold extraordinary value, capable of underpinning the vast scales of global finance. And if the corridors of banking are set to adopt XRP for high-level transactions, a valuation like $10,000 isn't just optimistic forecasting. It's potentially setting the stage for a new era of currency utility. We're eyeing the possibility of XRP's value soaring to $10,000 per unit in the coming months, a number that's been bandied about with increasing confidence due to XRP's anticipated role in central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. This conjecture is buoyed by a statement from the Federal Reserve itself, with their endorsement of XRP's use on a global scale as per the ISO 4217 standard, with a slated start in the US by the close of 2023. The evidence is compiled, ready to showcase the depth of this development. But the real juice of today's session isn't just the price projections. It's the jaw-dropping potential settlement resting on the negotiation table between the SEC and Ripple Labs. This settlement has the power to conclude the long-standing litigation, and by doing so, possibly trigger an exponential increase in XRP's value as its practical application expands. We're not just teasing these revelations. We're prepared to present the exact documents and evidence concerning the settlement proposition that's been extended to Ripple Labs' CEO, which is ripe for approval at any moment. Historically, this isn't the first instance of a settlement offer taking center stage. The SEC, facing a firm nudge from Judge Torres, who set a deadline for an out-of-court resolution by November 9, 2023, found themselves in a pressure cooker situation. This resulted in an emergency convening by the SEC, where they tackled critical topics from institutional settlements to litigation resolutions. The outcome? Ripple Labs received a substantial settlement bid from the SEC, a whopping $770 million proposition in an attempt to close the case. But in a bold move, Ripple stood their ground and turned it down. The dynamics of XRP's journey have shifted significantly, catalyzed by none other than President Joe Biden, who is poised to sign an executive order that could significantly impact XRP alongside several other digital currencies. In the wake of this impending order, Ripple Labs was presented with a second settlement offer, dramatically reduced to $20 million. According to crypto attorney John Deaton, there's a near certain probability that Ripple will accept this offer, potentially putting an end to the Ripple SEC legal saga once and for all. Yet, this executive order is merely the tip of the iceberg of our discussion today. We're diving deep into the nuances of the situation, analyzing the potential for XRP to reach the elusive $10,000 mark, and unpacking the recent surge in XRP's market activity, a notable 10% uptick within just the past 24 hours. Since President Biden's pivotal executive order, the pace has quickened and the stakes have heightened. The order itself is aimed at endorsing the Federal Reserve's use of XRP globally, in line with the ISO 4217 standard, a finding corroborated by an independent researcher. This legislative move signifies a firm commencement date for the U.S. adoption of XRP, December 31, 2023. Merely days after this executive direction, a settlement proposal emerged, beckoning Ripple Labs to accept and conclusively resolve their ongoing legal battle with the SEC. The offer on the table for Ripple? A $20 million settlement fee to effectively close the chapter on the Ripple SEC lawsuit. This development is monumental, especially considering the implications outlined by Ripple's CEO, who has been vocal about the interest from U.S. banks in adopting XRP post their skirmish with the SEC. A full triumph over the lawsuit could catalyze a paradigm shift in how the Federal Reserve integrates XRP, signaling an unprecedented influx of transactions via the XRP ledger. Today's video isn't just about speculation, it's a foray into the tangible, rapidly evolving reality of XRP's future in the financial ecosystem. Please remember, I am not a licensed financial advisor. The content presented in these videos is purely for entertainment purposes. I always encourage viewers to conduct their own research and consult with professionals before making any financial decisions. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you turn on the notifications to be the first to know when I release new content. I'm excited to catch up with you in the upcoming video. Take care!